This is the GRILLS wood pellet grill smoker. I've been cooking on this exact model, the ZPG 7002C in bronze, and I want to lay out how it actually performs, what surprised me, and who I think will love it. Key features that stood out to me are the PID 2.1 controller with a big LCD, the 697 square inches of cooking space, the 28-pound hopper with a view window, the hopper clean-out door, the 2 plug-in meat probes, and the included rain cover. The grill is a heavy, full-size unit, about 26 inches deep, 48 wide, 51 tall, and roughly 113 pounds, built from powder-coated steel with a sturdy lid. The mobility setup is smart. 2 big wheels plus 2 locking casters make it easy to roll across a patio and lock in place. It runs on wood pellets, which are compressed sawdust. An auger feeds pellets into a small fire pot, where an igniter lights them, and a fan circulates heat. If you're new to pellet grills, think of it like an outdoor oven that burns real wood and keeps temperature automatically. From my experience, setup took me a little over an hour with basic tools. The instructions are clear enough, and the heaviest part is mounting the barrel onto the leg frame, so I suggest having a second pair of hands for that step. I did the burn-in at high heat to cook off any oils, and then brushed the porcelain-coated grates with a high smoke point oil. That seasoning step helps with sticking and makes cleanup easier. The thing that made me smile right away is how steady this grill holds temps. In my opinion, the PID 2.1 controller is the star. Once I set 225 or 250 degrees Fahrenheit, it typically stays within about 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit without me touching a thing. On long cooks, that consistency is exactly what I want. I've run pork butts overnight and never worried about refueling thanks to the 28-pound hopper. The view window is convenient. I can peek at the pellet level without lifting the lid. The hopper clean-out door is also more useful than I expected. When I'm done for the weekend or want to switch from hickory to apple, I pull the handle and drain the hopper into a bin in seconds. That prevents pellets from soaking up moisture between cooks and makes flavor swaps painless. Cooking-wise, it's perfect for the set-it-and-forget-it crowd. I've done ribs at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, pork shoulder at 225 degrees Fahrenheit, and whole chickens around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The convection fan gives me even heat, so I don't juggle hot spots. Chicken skin gets nicely crisp at higher temps, and baked sides like cornbread and potatoes turn out like they came from a good kitchen oven. I can grill burgers and chops at mid to high heat, but it's not a direct flame searing machine. If you're chasing steakhouse-level crust, you'll still want a sear plate, a cast iron pan, or a dedicated grill that can blast higher heat directly. Let me address smoke flavor, because this is where expectations matter. The same precision that keeps the temperature stable also produces a very clean burn. That gives you a lighter, cleaner smoke profile by default. From my experience, the food is tender and juicy, but the smoke can feel gentler than what you'd get from a stick burner or even some more volatile pellet setups. I solved that by adding a pellet smoke tube for long, low cooks. It's a perforated metal tube that you fill with pellets and light with a torch. It smolders for hours and boosts smoke without messing with the controller. In my opinion, that combo, the grill for precision and the tube for extra smoke, hits the sweet spot. If bold smoke is your top priority, you'll want that tube from day one. Day-to-day use is friendly. The 2 meat probes plug straight into the controller, and I can see both food temps on the screen, so I'm not opening the lid and dumping heat just to check doneness. I use the grease bucket and line the drip tray with heavy-duty foil. When I'm done, I roll up the foil and toss it. Every few cooks, I pull the grates and heat baffle and vacuum the ash out of the fire pot and bottom of the barrel. That tiny bit of maintenance keeps ignition smooth and temps steady. The grill doesn't have a fancy ash cleanout lever, so a small shop vac is the best tool. Build quality feels solid where it needs to be. The lid closes with a confident thud, the handle stays cool enough with gloves, and the controller dial is simple to operate. The bronze finish looks good, and the included fitted cover has kept mine looking fresh after rain and sun. That said, the body isn't a tank from top to bottom. It's sturdy, but not overbuilt, which is how GRILLS keeps this feature set at a reasonable price. The one everyday gripe I have is storage. There's a side shelf, but there are no tool hooks and no enclosed cabinet for pellets or accessories. I ended up adding magnetic hooks and keeping a small bin nearby for pellets, gloves, and a spray bottle. Not a deal breaker, just something I noticed right away. For performance in different weather, I've cooked in cool, breezy conditions and saw minimal fluctuation. The PID kept things locked in, and I didn't need a thermal blanket, though if you live in a really cold climate and cook all winter, insulation helps with pellet efficiency. Pellet usage varies with the temp and wind, but with the 28-pound hopper, I comfortably run all-day cooks without refilling. I've had a clean run with reliability so far, and I keep it that way by doing the vacuum routine and clearing the hopper when I won't cook for a while. I did have one moment where the displayed temp started reading high after months of use. A quick reset and a careful cleaning of the temp sensor inside the barrel fixed it. I can't speak for every unit out there, but that's been my real experience. I also pay attention to customer reviews. This model sits at about 4.4 stars with hundreds of ratings, which lines up with what I've seen. If you're brand new to pellet grilling, a quick explainer. The PID controller is like cruise control for heat. It watches the temperature with a probe, then speeds up or slows down the pellet feed and fan to stay on target. That's why the grill feels like an outdoor oven, and why you don't have to babysit it. Wood pellets are the fuel and the flavor. Different woods give different notes. Hickory is strong and classic, apple is sweeter and lighter, mesquite is bold. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants rock-solid temperature control, easy all-day cooks, and a complete package out of the box. Cover, probes, big hopper, and a clear interface. It's perfect for busy weekends, family gatherings, and beginners who don't want to fuss with fire management. From my experience, if you add a smoke tube for those low and slow ribs and briskets, you'll get the deeper flavor many people crave while keeping the convenience that makes this grill appealing. In my opinion, the trade-offs are clear. You're getting excellent consistency, straightforward operation, and strong value, but you're giving up some built-in storage, and you need an accessory to push smoke flavor over the top. For high heat searing, plan on a cast iron pan or a separate sear setup. In conclusion, the GRILLS 7002C nails the set it and forget it promise, and it's the grill I reach for when I want predictable results without hovering over the fire. If that's what you're after, it's an easy yes. If your heart is set on heavy, rolling smoke out of the box or steakhouse sear marks without help, calibrate your expectations or pair it with the right accessories. You can find detailed information about the GRILLS wood pellet grill smoker in the comments section. See you in the next video.